Now, why would you want one of these when you can have one of these? Okay, now the first thing we're going to put on the griddle is the bacon. Why? Because it's bacon. Yeah, and I like the thick cut. This is an awesome one right here. We're going to put it on, we're going to cook it off, we're going to use the bacon, we're also going to use a little bit of the grease to cook the patties. For the ingredients, we're going to make an exact duplicate of this burger. Double meat, double cheese with bacon, jalapenos added, Whataburger. Now what I did is I went to my favorite supermarket and I got all these ingredients. We're going to use the exact ingredients that you get on the Whataburger, but we're just going to do it Texas style. You got to have your buns, your cheese, all your fresh vegetables. I like 80-20 ground beef, thick cut bacon, all the condiments. We're going to take these, we're going to assemble them a little bit differently, and we're going to cook them a little bit differently. And oh yeah, 1836 is for beef. We're going to use that on our burger today too. Okay, so our first step is to prepare the beef. This is 1 pound, 80-20 fresh ground chuck, got from my local supermarket. We're just going to put it in a mixing bowl and add our 1836 to it and blend it in. Just drop it in like that. If you want to measure, it's 1 tablespoon, or you can just estimate it and dump it in. Once you get your seasoning in there, you just want to lightly blend it in. Try not to mash up the meat. We're going to leave the meat as loosely packed as possible when we make our patties, but we do want to get it well incorporated. Seasoning is all the way in the beef. Next step is make patties. Now this was 1 pound of beef, so I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm going to get about half of it here, put it there, the other half here, and then we're just going to loosely pack these into pellets. You don't want to smash down on the burger. This isn't a smash burger, this is a hamburger. So just loosely pack the beef. It's going to make for a lot better burger. You're looking to be about 1/2 to 3/4 inch thick, enough to cover the bun when cooked. We're going to take these patties, we're going to put them in the fridge for about 30 minutes while we finish prepping our other ingredients. The next time you see these patties, they're going to be on the Blackstone. The patties are in the fridge, they're going to get nice and firm. That's going to help us in the cooking process. While they're doing that, we're going to work on our ingredients. Now we're going to use the exact same ingredients that Whataburger uses. We're just going to do it a little different, the SuckleBusters way. And by combining all these ingredients into our sauce, it makes the burger taste better. Let me show you how to do it. So you can measure these if you like. I just like to eyeball it. First, we're going to start off with our mayo. Okay, just squeeze in about 2 tablespoons. Next up is ketchup. Put half as much ketchup as mayo. 2 tablespoons of mayo, 1 tablespoon of ketchup. Then just a little squeeze of mustard. That's it. Next up, instead of putting our pickles on the burger, we're going to put our pickles in the sauce. About 1 tablespoon. We're also going to put fresh sliced yellow onions. Yellow's better than white. About 1 tablespoon of those. And our jalapenos, about 1 tablespoon of jalapenos. Fresh sliced jalapenos in the sauce. Mix it all up. Okay, this is your secret sauce to a great Texas burger. The next 2 ingredients, lettuce and tomato, gotta have it on every burger. I like green leaf lettuce and I like beefsteak tomatoes. I slice mine really thin, put a couple of slices per burger. These are all sliced up, ready to go into the fridge with the rest of the ingredients while we're cooking our meat. The last ingredient is the buns. To make a great bun, you gotta toast it with butter on your griddle. I'm gonna show you how to take these regular old buns, put butter on them, toast them on the grill, and make them taste great. We're prepping up for hamburger day here. We use fresh jalapenos. A lot of people don't know how to slice these up. Let me show you a really simple trick that will slice the jalapeno and de-seed it all in one step. Take a first slice right around the side, just like that. See there? All jalapeno, no seed. Then you just keep going around, little by little. You don't have to get in a big hurry. Just take a little bit off at a time. And when you get to the end, all the seed is in there and all the jalapeno is there. The Blackstone is heated up. It's on high temp for that nice sear. We got 1836 rolled into the meat for better flavor. Cheese is ready. It's time to go to the griddle. The burgers are almost done. I laid down the cheese, then these pans. I know all y'all backyard cooks have these pans. Just set that on top. It'll help melt the cheese. Take the burgers all the way up to about 145 plus for a nice medium burger. Oh baby, it is time. It's burger time. It's time to assemble this burger. Everything's ready. we're gonna start off with our toasted bun. Gotta have toasted buns. We're gonna put our secret sauce just a little bit on the bottom, okay? You don't wanna put too much, and spread it out evenly. Then we're gonna put just a little bit more on top, okay? Like that. Don't worry if you spill it, makes it better. When nobody's looking, throw a little extra onion on there and a little jalapeno. Buns are sauce. Next step, take lettuce, put it on the bottom bun. It's gonna help soak up any of the extra grease, and it's gonna hold that patty. Take your patty, medium cook, put it right there on top. Bacon goes on next. I put 2 slices of bacon. Last, we're gonna put on our tomatoes. You can put 1 or 2. These are big tomatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and put 2, just like that. We'll take our bun, flip it over, and boom! Now we got a Texas style burger. Time to take a bite. Now it's time to take a Texas style SuckleBusters burger bite. Okay, so I've had a bite of both burgers. They're good burgers, but I gotta be honest with you. This burger is like 10 times more flavor. Hey, we all know this is my favorite burger, but let's do a blind taste test, see what everybody else thinks. Okay, so you saw the results of the taste test. Our burger is clearly the winner. And for me, it's all about the flavor. The flavor is the key. We got 10 times the flavor out of our burger compared to the Whataburger. It's all about the 1836 in the meat. It's all about the fresh ingredients. It's all about the way we assemble the burger and cook the burger. And by the way, our burger costs half as much and it's got 10 times the flavor.